Have you noticed it? The Las Vegas Strip, once the ultimate gambling mecca, is no longer the only game in town. Empty blackjack tables, overpriced drinks, and sky-high resort fees are pushing players away. But here's the twist. People aren't giving up on casinos, they're simply going somewhere else. From the heartland of America to the glittering skylines of Asia, brand new gambling giants are rising, and they're stealing Vegas's thunder. So, where exactly are people playing now? Stay with me until the very end, because the last spot on this list may shock you more than the Vegas decline itself. Number 8. WinStar World Casino and Resort, Oklahoma. Picture this. You're driving up I-35, crossing from Texas into Oklahoma, and suddenly a massive complex rises from the flat prairie. This isn't a football stadium or a shopping mall. It's WinStar World Casino and Resort, officially the largest casino in the United States. And here's the kicker. It's bigger than most of the mega resorts on the Las Vegas Strip. With over 400,000 square feet of gaming space, WinStar boasts nearly 10,000 electronic games, 100 table games, and a poker room that rivals anything Vegas has to offer. For sheer scale, WinStar makes iconic properties like Caesar's Palace look modest. But size isn't the only reason people are flocking here. Affordability is the secret weapon. Unlike Las Vegas, where a night at a strip hotel can easily cost $300 to $500 after taxes and fees, WinStar rooms are far cheaper, often under $150. Parking is free. Drinks don't carry that infamous Vegas surcharge. For middle-class visitors from Dallas-Fort Worth, which is only an hour's drive away, WinStar delivers the casino experience without the airfare, without the resort fees, and without the gouging. There's also location psychology at play. Las Vegas demands commitment, booking flights, taking vacation days, bracing for $20 cocktails. WinStar, on the other hand, offers the spontaneity of a quick weekend road trip, and that's powerful. The Dallas Metro alone has over 7.5 million people. Even if just a fraction of them cross into Oklahoma once a month, that's a steady stream of gamblers Vegas can't lure back. Critics often point out that WinStar lacks the glitzy shows or celebrity residencies that made Vegas famous. And it's true, you won't find Cirque du Soleil or an Adele residency here. But ask regular gamblers what they really want, and the answer is simple. Affordable tables, accessible slots, and a chance to win without breaking the bank. On that score, WinStar delivers in spades. And here's the irony. Vegas, once dominated by promising value for everyone. Today, that promise is being fulfilled, just not in Nevada. And if you think Oklahoma is surprising, wait until we head east, where two Native American-run mega casinos are quietly rewriting the rules of American gambling. Number 7. Mohegan Sun, Connecticut. Step inside Mohegan Sun, and you'll quickly realize this isn't just a casino. It's an entire universe under one roof. Located in Uncasville, Connecticut, this colossal complex spans 3 hotel towers, 2 giant casinos, a 10,000-seat arena, luxury shopping, spas, and even a planetarium-style dome ceiling that constantly dazzles visitors. If Las Vegas is all about neon lights in the desert, Mohegan Sun is about bringing the Strip indoors to New England's backyard. What makes Mohegan Sun so dangerous to Vegas's dominance is its strategic geography. It sits squarely between New York City and Boston, 2 of the wealthiest, most densely populated metros in America. For millions of people on the East Coast, Vegas is a 6-hour flight, but Mohegan Sun is a 2-hour drive. That accessibility has transformed it into the de facto Vegas of the East. Business travelers, bachelorette parties, and weekend gamblers now skip the airfare and head straight to Connecticut. Then there's the entertainment factor. Mohegan Sun's arena routinely hosts A-list concerts, NBA exhibitions, and even UFC events. In fact, the venue is so respected it's been ranked among the top arenas in the world for ticket sales. That's a direct shot at Vegas, which built its empire on combining gambling with headline acts. But now, East Coast gamblers don't need to fly west to see top-tier shows. They can get it all without leaving their time zone. On the financial side, Mohegan Sun benefits from being run by the Mohegan tribe, which reinvests profits back into the community. This tribal ownership model means it doesn't answer to Wall Street shareholders demanding ever higher resort fees. Visitors notice rooms, dining, and gaming feel more reasonably priced compared to the Strip's notorious nickel-and-dime strategy. For families, this balance of affordability and spectacle makes Mohegan Sun more approachable than Vegas. Of course, it lacks some of the cinematic glamour. The Bellagio fountains or the Mirage volcano aren't here. But for many gamblers, that doesn't matter. What matters is a place that's close, affordable, and entertaining. And in that sense, Mohegan Sun is eating into Vegas's market share by simply being practical. And if you thought one East Coast casino was enough competition for Sin City, think again. Just down the road lies an even bigger rival, one that has built a reputation as the true heavyweight of New England gambling. Number 6. Foxwoods Resort Casino, Connecticut. Imagine walking into a casino, so massive it feels like its own small city. That's Foxwoods Resort Casino, tucked away in Mashantucket, Connecticut. Operated by the Mashantucket Pequot Tribal Nation, Foxwoods isn't just one building. It's a sprawling complex with 6 different casinos under one roof, more than 250 gaming tables, and over 3,400 hotel rooms. For decades, it has held the crown as the largest resort casino in North America, a title Las Vegas once assumed was its birthright. What makes Foxwoods fascinating is its timing and target audience. When it opened in the early 1990s, Foxwoods capitalized on a simple fact. The East Coast was starved for a Vegas-style destination. And it delivered. Slots, poker rooms, luxury shopping, golf courses, spas, and even zip-lining across the resort. For millions of gamblers from New York, Boston, and Philadelphia, this became the go-to weekend getaway. Why spend thousands flying to Nevada when you can drive a few hours and walk into a casino that rivals Caesar's Palace in scale? Financially, Foxwoods has been a game-changer for tribal gaming. The revenue supports the Mashantucket Pequot community, creating a model that feels more grounded than Vegas's corporate-driven approach. Tourists often comment that while Vegas can feel like a machine designed to extract every last dollar, Foxwoods offers a sense of hospitality rooted in cultural pride and community reinvestment. That difference resonates, especially as Vegas's reputation for nickel-and-diming, think $25 cocktails and $50 parking, turns off the average player. But let's not overlook the psychological shift Foxwoods represents. Vegas once marketed itself as the only place for world-class gambling. Foxwoods shattered that illusion. Today, it competes directly by offering high-stakes poker tournaments, massive slot payouts, and celebrity performances, without the Strip's notorious resort fees. For East Coast players, this isn't just a cheaper alternative. It's proof they don't need Vegas at all. Sure, Foxwoods doesn't have the desert neon or Elvis impersonators, but it doesn't need them. It thrives on being accessible, affordable, and just as thrilling. And when locals realize they can experience the same adrenaline rush without boarding a plane, loyalty to Vegas begins to crack. And if you think the East Coast has already stolen enough thunder from Nevada, wait until we head to Maryland, where an urban casino right in the middle of a major city is redefining what convenience in gambling really looks like. Number 5. Horseshoe Casino, Baltimore, Maryland. Now, let's shift gears. Not every gambler wants to drive hours into the woods or fly across the country to Nevada. Some want convenience, excitement, and the thrill of the tables just steps away from their hotel, or even their office. That's exactly where Horseshoe Casino, Baltimore comes in. Perched right in the heart of Baltimore, just blocks from M&T Bank Stadium and Camden Yards, this urban casino has completely redefined the gambling experience on the East Coast. Instead of planning a multi-day trip to Las Vegas, residents of Maryland, D.C., and Virginia can grab dinner downtown, catch a Ravens game, and walk across the street to hit the slots or the poker room. The location alone is a competitive weapon Vegas simply can't match. Inside, Horseshoe delivers a full-scale casino environment. 2,200 slot machines, more than 150 table games, and a World Series of Poker-branded poker room. But it's not just about gambling. The property is designed to blend seamlessly with Baltimore's entertainment district, offering restaurants, live music, and nightlife options that keep visitors in the city instead of shipping them off to Nevada. For younger gamblers and professionals, this urban integration is a huge selling point. From an economic standpoint, Horseshoe thrives because it captures impulse spending. Las Vegas requires commitment, booking flights, hotel rooms, and budgeting hundreds in fees. Baltimore? A spur-of-the-moment night out with friends. That spontaneity keeps tables full and revenue steady. In fact, Horseshoe is part of a larger national trend, the rise of regional casinos located near big cities. These urban hubs chip away at Vegas's market by making gambling accessible, affordable, and local. Of course, Horseshoe doesn't have the glitz of Bellagio's fountains or Venetian's gondolas. But here's the truth, many players don't care. They don't need neon desert skylines, they need convenience and affordability. For them, Baltimore's Horseshoe is more than enough. And this highlights a growing vulnerability for Las Vegas. When regional casinos bring the action directly to America's major cities, Sin City's hold weakens. But convenience isn't the only competition. Some casinos are offering something Vegas will never have: the tranquility of nature itself. Number 4. Coeur d'Alene Casino, Idaho. Close your eyes and picture this. Instead of neon lights and crowded sidewalks, you're surrounded by pine-covered mountains, crisp air, and wide-open skies. That's the atmosphere of Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel in Idaho, a place where gambling meets serenity. For players burned out on the chaos of the Las Vegas Strip, this casino offers something Vegas can't replicate: a genuine connection to nature. Operated by the Coeur d'Alene tribe, the resort blends modern gaming with cultural and environmental respect. Yes, you'll still find hundreds of slot machines and table games inside, but step outside and you're in the middle of rolling hills, golf courses, and hiking trails. This mix of entertainment and relaxation is why so many people are ditching the Strip for the Pacific Northwest. It's not just about gambling anymore. It's about balance. Affordability also plays a major role. In Las Vegas, it's not unusual to pay $20 for a cocktail, $50 for parking, and $200 plus for a basic room once resort fees are added. At Coeur d'Alene, visitors often find hotel rates under $100, complimentary amenities, and dining that doesn't feel like highway robbery. For retirees, families, and casual players, that difference isn't just noticeable, it's transformative. And then there's the cultural factor. Unlike the corporate-driven Strip, Coeur d'Alene reinvests much of its revenue into tribal programs, healthcare, and education. Guests feel like they're supporting a community rather than feeding Wall Street's appetite. That authenticity builds loyalty, something Vegas has been steadily losing as prices rise and service quality declines. Critics will argue that Coeur d'Alene can't match Vegas's star-studded shows, Michelin-starred dining, or celebrity DJs. And that's true. But here's the irony. That's exactly the appeal. For many players, Vegas has become too much noise, too much spectacle, and too little value. Coeur d'Alene flips the script by offering intimacy, nature, and a slower pace without sacrificing the thrill of the game. And this shift reveals a bigger trend. As travelers seek more meaningful, affordable experiences, nature-driven casinos like Coeur d'Alene stand out. But if you think small-town charm is where Vegas's rivals end, wait until we head north, to Michigan, where even modest casinos are quietly chipping away at Sin City's dominance. Number 3. Bay Mills Resort and Casino, Michigan. Not every casino has to be gigantic to make an impact. Sometimes what wins over players isn't size or spectacle, but intimacy and affordability. That's exactly the appeal of Bay Mills Resort and Casino in Brimley, Michigan. Nestled along the shores of Lake Superior, Bay Mills proves that a small-town casino can punch far above its weight in attracting visitors who might otherwise have gone to Las Vegas. At first glance, Bay Mills can't compete with the Strip. There are no 40-story hotel towers or billion-dollar light shows. Instead, it offers a cozy 143-room hotel, 2 casinos with over 700 slot machines, and classic table games. For locals and regional travelers, that's more than enough. What Bay Mills lacks in size, it makes up for in personality and value. Guests often comment on the friendly staff, the unhurried pace, and the community atmosphere, things Las Vegas once had, but has largely lost to corporate greed. And let's talk about cost. Vegas today feels like a financial gauntlet. Resort fees, parking charges, inflated food prices. A weekend trip can easily drain a middle-class family's budget. Bay Mills flips the script. Here, visitors can gamble, dine, and stay the night without feeling nickel and dimed at every turn. For people across the Midwest, that affordability matters more than flashy fountains. But Bay Mills also offers something Vegas will never replicate: location. Sitting right on Lake Superior, the resort combines gaming with fishing, boating, and outdoor exploration. Guests can spend the morning on the water and the evening at the blackjack table, a lifestyle balance that the desert Strip simply can't provide. From an economic perspective, Bay Mills demonstrates the power of regional casinos. By serving local demand at reasonable prices, it keeps gamblers from ever needing to book a Vegas trip in the first place. That erosion of Vegas's customer base may not happen with one mega casino, but with dozens of smaller ones, like Bay Mills, steadily chipping away. Of course, Bay Mills won't replace Vegas glitz, but for thousands of players each year, it doesn't have to. It delivers fun, affordability, and a sense of belonging. And that's enough to pull people away from Sin City. And while small casinos like Bay Mills are making quiet waves, across the Atlantic and Pacific, international giants are emerging. Destinations so iconic that they threaten Vegas not just nationally, but globally. Number 2. Casino de Monte Carlo, Monaco. Step off the French Riviera and into a world where gambling isn't just entertainment, it's theater. That's Casino de Monte Carlo, the crown jewel of Monaco, and perhaps the most glamorous gambling destination on Earth. Built in the 19th century, this palace of marble halls, chandeliers, and frescoed ceilings looks less like a casino and more like a royal opera house. For many, it's the very definition of elegance in gaming. Here's the striking difference. While Las Vegas brands itself as for everyone, Monte Carlo is unapologetically exclusive. Entry fees, strict dress codes, and the sheer aura of wealth mean the average tourist may never set foot inside. But that exclusivity is its allure. When a billionaire or a European aristocrat wants to gamble, they don't need Elvis impersonators or neon pyramids. They want old-world prestige. And Monte Carlo delivers in spades. Economically, this exclusivity works in its favor. The high-stakes tables attract global elites willing to wager sums that dwarf the average Las Vegas jackpot. Unlike Vegas, which relies on mass tourism and increasingly squeezes middle-class visitors with hidden fees, Monte Carlo thrives on a smaller, wealthier clientele. And for those clients, value isn't about free drinks. It's about privacy, heritage, and a sense of belonging to an elite club. Culturally, Monte Carlo has something else Vegas can't buy: history. The casino has been featured in countless films, from James Bond to Ocean's 12, cementing its status as a symbol of sophistication. While Vegas constantly reinvents itself with demolitions and rebuilds, Monte Carlo wins by never needing to change. Its permanence is its luxury. But perhaps the biggest challenge Monte Carlo poses to Vegas isn't stealing mass-market gamblers. It's redefining what success in gambling looks like. While Sin City struggles with declining foot traffic and the rise of regional competitors, Monte Carlo reminds the world that a casino can survive and thrive by serving a very specific, very wealthy niche. And here's the real twist. Monte Carlo may dominate Europe, but across the globe in Asia, a new titan has risen. One so futuristic and iconic, it makes even Las Vegas's Strip look dated. Number 1. Marina Bay Sands, Singapore. Look up at the Singapore skyline and you'll see it immediately. 3 soaring towers connected by what looks like a giant surfboard. That futuristic silhouette belongs to Marina Bay Sands, arguably the most iconic casino resort in the world today. With its infinity pool perched 57 stories high and panoramic views of the city-state, it has become a global symbol of modern luxury gambling. Inside, Marina Bay Sands boasts more than 2,300 slot machines, 600 gaming tables, and a massive shopping and entertainment complex. But here's where it outshines Las Vegas. It isn't just a casino, it's a full-blown city within a city. Michelin-starred dining, world-class art exhibitions, luxury malls, and a convention center that hosts global summits make this resort a magnet not just for gamblers, but for business leaders, celebrities, and politicians. Vegas sells escapism. Marina Bay Sands sells prestige. The economics are staggering. Since its opening in 2010, Marina Bay Sands has generated billions in gaming revenue annually, quickly placing Singapore among the top 3 gambling markets in the world. Why? Because it taps into Asia's enormous middle and upper class, particularly high rollers from China, India, and Southeast Asia. For them, Singapore is far more convenient than flying to Nevada. Add in strict regulations, safety, and global air connectivity, and you see why Marina Bay Sands has become the Asian counterweight to Las Vegas. Culturally, it's a paradigm shift. Vegas thrives on nostalgia, Elvis, Rat Pack glamour, and neon desert vibes. Marina Bay Sands thrives on futurism. Its sleek design and high-tech amenities resonate with younger generations, who value Instagrammable experiences as much as gambling odds. In fact, many visitors come not to play, but simply to marvel at the architecture and swim in the sky pool, an attraction Vegas can't replicate. And here's the painful truth for Sin City. Marina Bay Sands has done what Vegas always feared. It proved that you don't need the Nevada desert to create a world-class gambling capital. By fusing modern design, cultural sophistication, and financial power, Singapore has become a global rival that threatens Vegas not just regionally, but existentially. So when people say, no one wants to gamble in Las Vegas anymore, this is where they're going. From Oklahoma's prairie giants to Europe's gilded salons and Asia's futuristic marvels, the world no longer revolves around the Strip. And that may be the biggest gamble Vegas has ever lost. Las Vegas may still shine, but it no longer stands alone. From Oklahoma's giants to Singapore's skyline icons, gamblers now have choices, and they're taking them. What do you think? Is Vegas losing its crown for good? Comment your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more.